Alright, here was camp last night. Fainting Goat says, "Yeehaw, cowabunga. Let's go." Getting started about 7:30 this morning. Felt good to sleep in a little bit. So we got to the shelter last night, and Purple Rain was there. He was the only one there. And he was waiting for us to walk in. We'd ran into him a couple times throughout the day. And when we got there, he knew we were coming in because of the time of day and everything. Told us that he'd seen a big black bear coming into the camp there, so he didn't want to set up camp until he had somebody else with him. So strength in numbers type of thing. So there was a great campsite not too far from the shelter, so we went back up there, hung our food bags, and set up camp and went to bed for the night. We had no problems from Mr. or Mrs. Bear. So when we got into the shelter last night, I heard that someone claiming to be with the ATC had dumped about a dozen water jugs at the previous road crossing, stating that people are becoming too reliant on people's help and they need to learn to use what the trail provides. Now, myself, I haven't filled out of a jug out here. I might have there. But even the person doing trail magic at the area had a jug of water, and I didn't refill out of that. I trust filtering the water is better, or getting it from a town source. I don't trust jugs of water that are just sitting out in the woods. I don't know how long they've been there. Now, this particular situation, the lady had posted on Far Out that she had placed 20 jugs of water out the day we were coming through, so that may have been a spot to get water from. There's also comments through this 20-mile section that the water is contaminated with zinc, and not to get any water from any of the water sources along through here. So we are not going to go get water along anywhere through here, but we will walk 2 miles into town when we come to Wind Gap, or however far that is, and refill waters there. We've got a sidewalk going into a town. A little sketchy for the first couple hundred yards. Once we hit the sidewalk, I felt a little better. Made our way into Wind Gap for a little bit. Actually, the car pulled over and gave us a ride down to the diner. While walking back, we resupplied a little bit at a gas station and a CVS. And we are making our way back to the trail now. So we walked a couple miles back out of Wind Gap to the trail, and made our way up here to the top. I got flights booked again for our cruise at the end of the summer. We're going to fly from Portland, Maine out to Seattle, Washington. Take an Alaska cruise. I already had that planned before the trip. So we're going to do that towards the end of July. But got that flight booked. I'd booked it before, but it wasn't showing up in my flights, so went ahead and booked it again, and that way we make sure we have our flight. Got the confirmation number written down this time, and then I'll have to make my way back out for the last few weeks and hike the rest of the trail after the cruise. So, summer of fun. Here's our power line view of the day. The bugs are flashing in front of the camera. They've been in my face all afternoon. And then back into the green tunnel. The trail hasn't been like this all day, trust me. It's been a rough trail. Got the Kirk Ridge shelter. Got little benches out here. Place to cook. Picnic table, fire pit. Privies back there. Bear box. A few campsites up there. Some more campsites over. We got water coming out of a spigot, so I feel like that's going to be pretty safe. We'll still filter it. But pretty nice shelter for the evening. We're here early, so we're going to enjoy it.